Sons, Raymond and Sons. Are we working better this time?
Yeah, a little bit.
What's going on, Raymond and Sons? This is the Raymond and Sons podcast. It's myself, Harry, with my main man, Rod.
Yep.
We're gonna try a check 2 on this one. I'm hoping that this one looks better.
Yeah, you
What is
still
going on,
frozen,
sir?
but
And
you'll move every once in a while.
all right, so right now it's telling me that I've been recording for 27 seconds and I'm frozen again.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna try the.
As long as I can hear you, we good. And I just keep this in.
All right, I guess you're the one that's gonna be taking the lead on this one. Right now I'm frozen, but you're recording, so everybody, Rod is the producer now.
Yes. Happy 2020, first of all.
2020, that's a good year. We're gonna have that 2020 vision.
Yeah, like we said before, we'll be in the same location majority of the time, but today special circumstances came up, so we ain't gonna be in the same place.
It's my wife's birthday weekend, so she's out doing her mani-pedi, going out to lunch, and I've got to make sure that I continue getting the husband card by taking care of Ophelia, making sure that she's napping, doing the laundry, doing the husband duties so that my wife can do her thing.
You trying not to sleep on that nice couch behind you, huh?
I mean, it is a nice couch, but I got to make sure that I maintain that husband of the year thing so that I can continue doing this podcast. So,
okay, respect that.
Yeah, so 2020 so far, great start to 2020. Dude, tell me about that Trevor Noah show that we were watching yesterday. How did you feel about that? The Hard Rock, talk to me about it.
First off, thank you for the tickets.
Man.
Trevor Noah and his whole crew. I ain't see the first guy, but I heard him.
Mm-hmm.
They did their thing, man. Trevor Noah, very, very funny. That's my first time seeing him stand up. Very funny.
I mean, that guy, the type of jokes that man was telling was on a different level altogether. Like, these were intellectual jokes. Like, if you're not able, if you don't know what's going on,
your current events, you ain't gonna understand none of that.
I mean, what I thought, I'm trying to think, what was the funniest thing that I thought he was talking about? I think when he was talking about
everything was funny.
Everything was funny, but I think talking about how a president needs to be a good pilot.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty good. Again, I don't want to ruin it for some of y'all who want to watch it.
He did his thing, man. He did his thing.
In the when you got a true comedian, you really appreciate him when you start going through your activities of daily living every day and you think about his jokes. Like for me, one of the jokes that he was talking about was, just ABCs and being able to know the alphabet. And I was reading my daughter one of the ABCs and how people may not know. Well, do you know what letter is after Q? And how he was saying that you may have to sing the ABC.
You sung the song, huh?
So just reading to Ophelia, and yeah, it's right. I mean, everybody sings ABCs that same way. So if y'all don't get it, y'all just got to go to the show and watch it.
Yeah, when he said the joke, and he was like, "Y'all don't even know coming out the Q." I did because my name started with R. So
there you go.
I knew immediately, but everybody else was singing the song, and he called.
You saw their head bob like. So no, that was good, and again, it was a good opportunity. Again, it was for my wife's birthday, and again, I think family time is so important, especially with everything that you got going on in the year. Very busy 2020, but it's very important just to be able to take the time out, relax, enjoy family, and I think we were able to do that. That's really good.
Yeah, we had a great time.
What do you think about the Hard Rock itself?
Oh man, nice. If y'all ain't seen the new Hard Rock Guitar Hotel in South Florida, oh man, y'all need to get here. Magnificent.
I mean, that Guitar Hotel is huge. The beacon that you can probably see all the way from Mars. My wife, whenever we drive by there, she's like, man, that's just some sort of alien communication, and one of these days you're just going to be blasted.
Oh, yeah.
Going to teleport all the way from up there, go all the way straight down.
Yeah, a spaceship fly by, he go see the beacon. He landed there.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Gosh. But no, that was a good look. That was a good time. I think everybody enjoyed themselves.
Yes. Yeah, it was a good time. Got something to eat at the Hard Rock out there. Hung out a little bit, so the traffic died on. And drove out of there with no problems.
No, I mean, how many people were at that concert again? Or that comedian club?
7,000.
1,000 people, and that's not even
Yeah.
the biggest arena part in Hard Rock.
And 7,000 people.
But no, Trevor Noah,
And he
big ups
rocked
to
the
you.
house.
You were awesome, and I think I may actually start watching Daily Show after that performance. And I
Oh, you
definitely want to
have
give
it?
you props.
Oh, man.
I mean, I know about Trevor Noah.
I watch the Daily Show every day.
I mean, he's a funny guy. He's a smart guy. But I think when I started really respecting him was I was able to watch an episode of The Breakfast Club, and I
Okay, the interview.
ended up seeing that interview, and just to see how quickly it didn't matter what the current event was, he was very knowledgeable about the current event,
Oh, yeah.
and he was able to say his thing, but also add some jokes to it, but also made you think. So I thought that was very good. And then even at the show yesterday, there was somebody that had thrown out a comment, and again, I don't want to ruin the show, but somebody threw out a comment, and he was able to hear it. He was able to correct the person, and he was able to lay knowledge and make it funny at the same time. So again, that's an art.
Yeah, the man A1.
And
you're not gonna stop him. Not current events.
And just how busy that man is, going from filming, Monday through Friday, then flying on weekends, doing his tour, coming back. I mean, that man's hustling. So whatever you get owed to you, you definitely deserve it.
Yeah. Shout out to Trevor Noah and the crew.
All right, so we talked about that, and then we ready to talk about some sports, or you want to talk about anything else before the sports?
Oh no, we can go straight to it. Let me give LSU they props. They proved me wrong.
LSU, gosh,
national champs.
I mean, they did it to Clemson. I mean, Clemson was an undefeated team. They went there. I mean, yes, they were at home, but that was not a home field advantage thing. That was just that offense did their thing.
Yeah.
That defense did their thing. And, I mean, there were points in the game where, again, LSU was down. LSU was down in the second quarter. You thought that, Clemson, in the second quarter, they were able to figure things out. They ended up bleeding and then turned the switch. It didn't stop.
It was, I don't know what kind of defense Clemson was running, that one-on-one, no help over top with them kind of receivers, man. You can't do that.
I think the problem is they thought they were playing against that Big Ten team. That's the problem.
Yeah, Ohio State, they can't outrun us.
No.
Yeah, you playing the boys in that swamp land.
So they were those LSU Bayou Tigers. They did their thing. So again, mad props.
Shout out to them.
I got to say that I had an opportunity to watch Joe Burrow a couple of games because they had some big SEC team games. And again, I'm not an SEC guy, but once it starts getting closer to the end, go ahead.
Joe, you enjoy that championship because it's all downhill for this.
So is he going to be playing for the Bengals? Is he playing for
Cincinnati?
the Bengals?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Cincinnati people, but woo!
I mean, okay, let's talk about the Bengals a little bit. So let's say he does go on the Bengals. If we were looking at the offensive side, you got a receiver. Would AJ Green consider sticking around if he finds out they got Joe Burrow?
Yeah, he on the contract, so you really don't have no choice. But
I mean, he was injured all year long.
No, if he had an option, you'd probably be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go over here." But he's a stand-up guy, so he's gonna honor his contract.
And he's got something to prove because he didn't play all year last year, so you got that.
Right.
And then you got Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
What you think about the running back? I mean, he
do his thing.
They got somebody.
Yeah, they're gonna do their thing, but
so they've got their. I mean, I'm not gonna say they're the killer three, but I mean,
not over that in that division. Got Big Ben coming back to prove everybody that he's not ready to go. You got that phenom in Baltimore. Come on,
I mean, are they gonna be the worst team in the league?
It's all about growing pains. He got to understand he can't do what he's doing in LSU now.
No, most definitely with that. But would he be a good? I mean, is he? He's gonna be the number one pick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least playing in college. I mean, again, he had top wide receivers in college. I mean, his wide receiving core. I mean, the amount of players
you're gonna have a top. You're gonna have if AJ stick around. You're gonna have a top wide receiver in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. So you got him having to prove something, and then you have the other receivers on the Bengals. I mean, they had to grow up while AJ was gone, so I think that was good for the rest of the receivers. So I mean,
Yeah.
yes, it's not going to be LSU having fun, doing whatever, being the best team, having the best
Nah,
players, but
it's gonna be a little growing pain, and he gonna they got some weapons. I got with Joe. Said Joe learning curve is half of what he doing now at LSU. I still got him fourth in the division.
oh yeah, I mean, definitely next year. I mean, next year, I
Yeah,
mean, having a rookie quarterback,
unless
be
he
able
come
to,
out and do some Patrick Mahomes type stuff, but
well,
at the end of the day, Patrick Mahomes got a lot of weapons.
yeah, but Mahomes even sat out a year before he started, so I mean, he's coming in, year
Yeah, he shot
two.
like what, 10 games, 12 games.
Yeah, and then you had Andy Reid. I mean, Andy Reid is an offensive genius, so I
Yeah,
mean, and
but he got a lot of weapons though. Patrick Mahomes. He came in with like a little cheat code. He got Tariq Hill. They got Sammy Watkins. He got Kareem Hunt. And then Damian Williams is a faster version of Kareem Hunt.
yeah.
Travis Kelsey, now the best tight end in the NFL.
I mean, just that team. If you think about that team, Alex Smith was quarterback of that team. I mean, they
Right.
were a playoff team, and then all you did, you pretty much said Alex Smith. I mean, he got hurt. I mean, he
You
ended up
just added
going.
a better arm than
Hmm.
Alex Smith.
Oh no, most definitely. But just
Mobility,
seeing.
I still give it to Alex Smith because I
Mhm.
think he's faster than Patrick. No, no disrespect,
Uh,
Pat, but I think
well, you don't need to be fast. I
I
mean, when
think
you're
he's
Patrick
faster than
Mahomes, when
you.
you're able to let go of the ball like that. I mean,
Yeah,
Alex
yeah,
Smith,
right.
he
If
has
you
to be
could throw
fast
it,
because
looking the other, looking the other way,
I mean, when you're
that
doing
that
a
trumps being fast.
gosh. So
So
yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I think they got some talent. I mean, it's gonna take them a little while, but you're right. I mean, the conference, that division, the people that they got playing. Do I see? I see them again winning more than what they won, 2 games, 3 games. I don't remember how many games, but are they gonna be better than the
um,
Cleveland Browns?
3.
They'll be better than the Cleveland Browns.
Colin, who's the Cleveland Brown coach. That's why I still got Cleveland third in the division. It's all about who's the coach and can he control the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
If he could do that, if they get a coach that can do, what he's getting paid to do,
Mm-hmm.
second. Baltimore first.
Yeah.
Cleveland second, talent wise, and then Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about that locker room. I mean, you heard about Odell Beckham. What is he doing on national TV?
Paying
Giving
college players.
giving college players money, and then even Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow even said, "Yeah, did
Yeah,
you give me
Joe,
money?
come
Yeah,
on, Joe.
but I'm
Don't throw
not,
your man.
I'm
Don't
not
throw the
college
man under the
anymore."
bus.
He said, "I'm not college anymore. I got an agent. I'm going to the NFL."
Yeah, you forgot about your teammates. They got
So
to
he,
play next year.
so he said that, and then, but you also saw the on the video he was giving dap and stuff to some of the other players and
Yeah.
showing that money in that camera view.
Oh
Then
no,
give him what's up.
Cincinnati was 2-14.
Okay, 2-14.
Yeah.
In the
So
locker room, what's going on with Beckham? Smacking
yeah, the police. Oh my,
Eddie. And when you
that
saw,
was
I
that
don't
was
know if you
straight
saw the
emotion.
video.
Yeah, that's straight emotion. That was just he played there. He ain't make it that far. He ain't make it near that, but
And I
he
just
he was
remember,
happy though. So that was straight emotion, and probably a little vodka.
I saw that video, and you see him in the locker room. You see the officers talking to some of the players, and all of a
Right.
sudden you see Odell, give the smack. And then you saw the officer turn around, and he was about to
Yeah.
do something, and then he sees Odell, and then he kind of like stands down and plays it off.
Yeah, like you gotta ask the officer. It's also like he was offended, then they can pursue charges or whatever.
At least,
But
my
the
question.
officer didn't react right there.
I mean, no, he thought about it for a second and he tried to
Yeah,
play it off. I mean, if I was Odell, I would have been like, you give the butt tap and then you go give over, maybe give him the hug, give him a little dab, and say, "Hey man, we won, we won." At least try to play it off. But what was he
right.
thinking? Like, out of all the people, why was he
Vodka.
smacking a random?
Like I said before, that was the vodka.
Oh
He looked like a
God,
vodka guy. So we're gonna chop it up to that. But
that
the
man.
money thing, he should have never did. Not on camera. Whatever they got on the side or whatever, Even though the college players deserve to get paid in front of the camera, but
I agree. So what does are we gonna talk about NCAA stuff? What is the NCAA gonna do? What is the NFL gonna do? Or are we just gonna wait for another
ain't gonna
episode?
do nothing. They already said it was fake money, so it's fake money.
Oh, okay. Okay,
They
that's what
already
we're gonna
put out a
say.
statement.
That's what we're
Fake
gonna
money.
say. It's fake money. Okay.
Fake money.
Odell
Joe,
walking around with fake money?
yeah, fake money.
Okay. All
And
right.
next time, Joe, when you do an interview about some stuff like that, it's fake money, Joe.
Joe, come on. He's got
Fake
some
money.
learning curves.
Until you start getting NFL money, then all that real money.
Yeah.
To the
Joe.
end. But
Joe,
yeah.
that's one thing that he may need to learn then. I mean, he may have that leadership, he may have the arm, but he needs to learn how to say stuff in front of the camera.
Right. You get a publicist and an agent, and they'll train him and get him up to par. So he'll make a better decision next time. Or no comment.
Yeah, no comment. You can't go around no comment.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
No comment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that in the locker room. I'll keep that in private.
Yeah.
Learn those catchphrases.
Yeah. No comment. And if you ain't directly involved, hey, talk to the party that was involved. That always helps.
I don't have any recollection. I think that's another one that you can say.
Yeah, I seen him in there, but I don't know what he was doing.
Or you just be straight up beast mode. I'm just here just not get fined, right?
Yeah, shout out to Marshawn.
There you go.
That'll always come in handy.
Yes. All right, so that was good. I think that was good. Good segue. All right, so we talked a little bit about the championship game. We talked a little bit about Odell and his off the field antics again. I mean, last year the man was off season for the line, right? Smoking, hitting a line off of somebody or something like that.
I think
the crack off of the model or something like that. When he was,
it was crack, it was cocaine. It wasn't cocaine. It was residue. I'm sorry, Odell. No.
Okay.
It looked like BC powder to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he had a headache, right?
Yeah. BC powder, but I think that was 2 years ago.
2 years ago, or was that last year?
I don't know. He a Giant, so I'm a Patriot, so I don't
okay.
follow them cats.
All right.
So
Odell, just chill. I mean, when you've got Jarvis Landry who's actually behaving,
score a touchdown and do what you do. But yeah, you got to calm it down a little bit off the field, man. They're gonna try to get you out of there.
Gosh, I mean, you got a squad. You just gotta get your head down. Don't be like Antonio and just mess himself. Can we talk about Antonio for a minute?
That's my boy, man. AB a fool, man.
Talk to me, man. I mean, that's another dude from down here, Hollywood. I mean, he's representing down South Florida.
I need him with a reality show.
You know him. You know his crew. Do you know anybody that hangs out with him? What is going on? Like
I don't know nobody that.
No. Knows nobody who knows nobody?
No, I don't know nobody that knows him. But
help me understand.
I'm a fan. But
look. He's a player. He can play. He just needs to get his mind in the game. But I don't understand. Like, he goes from
0 to 100.
Yes, like last year.
He's from South Florida. That's what they do.
He started beefing with his co-wide receiver, getting all mad, and then he pretty much asked to leave. And I still think they had a pretty good thing. But, okay, he wants to go do his thing. That's fine. All right. Be alpha dog because he feels like Big Ben, he's trying to take away from, him and his franchise's brand. Okay, fine, do whatever. And then you decide, okay, I'm going to go somewhere, someone to get me, and then he goes to the Raiders. You think, okay, he's outlandish, he's loud, he's flamboyant. You figure Oakland would be a good look for him. I mean, he's out in L.A., he's in Oakland. He's got the cameras,
when he sound Oakland, I'm like, man, if that money, if he's like, oh, Rod, if I knew him, and I call him like, hey, what's up? Oakland give me this. I'm like, okay, no problem.
But I guess the way that I figure is
they still rebuilding over there. John trying to get the team to his image. So
I mean, I figure for him, I feel like he needs the structure, and that's why he was like I was reading articles about
you can't have structure if in rebuild mode.
But when I was reading stories about Antonio was always the person that they gave the leeway to because he was just a talent. Like I was reading about how he was in junior college and how he eventually got to college. And then every coach said, hey, you just got to let him bend the rules a little bit. If everybody's supposed to be at work at 8 o'clock, if he comes in 8:15, don't fine him.
Yeah, everybody gets that occasionally.
Yeah, so he was doing his thing, but I think Pittsburgh was the best thing for him to keep him into that structure. Clearly, once he leaves Pittsburgh, and you see, I mean, that just shows you how good of an organization that Pittsburgh
No,
was to be able to
no,
handle
yeah,
him.
Pittsburgh, good, but Patriots when he was with us.
Well, see, let's finish first with what was going on with, you know what? Did he even he sat out all training camp. He was mad because of his helmet. And he was
Right.
making this huge deal about that. And I get it, as a player, fine, you feel like you need to have your helmet,
Oh
but
yeah,
at the same
you gotta
time,
be comfortable now.
yeah, you got to be comfortable. But that, I mean, the way, and so I don't know if some of that was the NFL. They just want to say no, do this because they say it's for player safety and everything. But at the same time, he wasn't comfortable and he was just
Yeah,
mad. So he wilded out about that, and then he wilded out. I don't even remember. I just know he didn't even play. He didn't even play any preseason game, right?
I think he played one. I'm not for sure. I watched
Hard
Hard
knock, right?
Knocks. So yeah, I only watched because he was on that. But
Yeah.
I think he played one. But with the helmet thing, that's 10 years.
But the
You
way
know,
that I look at it too
I like
is,
I like putting on underwear every day, man.
I mean, they got better technology out there. I mean, I figured they got newer helmets that are lighter, that
Not
are
restricting your view though.
safer. You're telling me that he couldn't find a helmet. I mean, look,
Nah.
safety is important. He's used to what he's used to,
Yeah,
but
but it gonna
you
take
he
more
couldn't
than
find
4
another
weeks
helmet.
to. Yeah, it's gonna take more than 4 weeks to get used to a helmet. They should have told him that last season, last game. Like, hey man, that helmet done off season. You need to play with this. Try to either get a man heads up. Don't wait till he come to training camp and then be like, oh yeah, you can't use that no more.
I don't know. I
And
think
you
he
got 3
knew.
weeks to get comfortable. Because at the end of the day, he play wide receivers. You know, we put bullseyes on wide receiver, you get blasted. So you got to have your head. You got to have all the view.
I think he knew, and he thought he was Antonio Brown, and he'd
Now,
be
if he
able to
knew,
be above the
yeah,
system.
yeah, if he knew then, and they told him last season, hey, after week whatever, you can't play with that. Then that's a different story. I don't know the ins and outs if they gave him the heads up or not, but when I seen on Hard Knocks, they told him like week one or when he reported, oh yeah, you can't use that no more.
I mean, the only reason why I feel like he probably knew, I mean, his agent Drew. I mean, Drew,
Former agent.
former agent, yes, former agent. I mean,
Yeah.
Drew's not gonna be playing around. I mean, he's one of the most respected agents in the league. So I feel like he knew he just didn't want to do anything about it. And I
Yeah,
feel like,
if
I mean, it's like
if
you
you
going
knew
for.
if you knew last season, then I can't say nothing. Then you knew better. But I'm just going off what I seen on Hard Knocks because
Sure.
he reported and had the helmet.
Hmm.
So if you reported and had the helmet, that's a different story. Oh, I'm sorry y'all for interrupt, but yeah, Tennessee almost scored on the first play.
Mm, there you go. So
But
we need to hurry up and finish so
yeah,
that
but
we can do our predictions before the first score happens, right? But I
yeah,
guess for
but
me, like, couldn't he have kept his helmet? And it's kind of like, uh, lack of a better term for technology. You have your iPhone. Is it
yeah,
the same thing? You go from iPhone 10 to iPhone 11. I mean, you upgrading, so usually all the features are going to be better than the features before, right? Just like with
yeah, but
shoes, you go with the Air Max 1, you go to Air Max 2.
but it's the view though.
I
Like
mean
he
the
catches,
view.
you got to be able to see the ball and the defender. Like as when I played, little league and stuff like that, and up when I played both sides of the ball, you need like I had two helmets. When I was on defense, I wore a crab. When I was on offense, I wore a box where they remove the bars on the side so I can have more vision. Because you got to keep your head on the swivel out there.
Yeah, but
They
that's not
trying
the
to take it
helmet
off.
though.
So
That's the grill of the helmet. That's not the helmet itself. You could have changed the face mask, no?
no, but I think he was saying something about the view though.
Mm.
Like it came out too far, the helmet on the
Yeah.
sides. So I know he had a problem with that. And if that's the case, then I understand. But
I mean,
also, if like you said, if they told him last season, hey, you can't play with it, and then he showed up anyway with it, then that's on him. But if they dropped it on him when he reported and said, "Hey, oh yeah, you can't play with them," then I'm with him on that. Like I played 10 years with this man. It's like putting on a hat every day. My favorite hat. It's warped to my head. I know what it can do. I can see. I know how to catch the ball. But
I mean, how much was that context? How much was his contract guaranteed? I mean, I just hope it was worth that.
nah, I don't think the helmet was just the main issue of him leaving Oakland. It
No,
was,
no.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Oakland, and they in rebuild mode. AB in win mode right now. He had the I ain't gonna say the back end
Mm-hmm.
because so much regimen and his work ethic, so he can
Mm-hmm.
play. He easily can play into like
Yeah.
mid-30s.
Mm-hmm.
But
All right, so he goes from there, and then he goes to the Patriots. So now, I mean,
but
like you said,
the off the field started in Oakland and traveled to him to New England. Like, so he didn't really come in fresh, clean slate. He already had stuff that was poking at him off the field.
okay.
And it's just, you didn't know what was gonna happen. So they had to make a business decision and be like, hey, if you're gonna be suspended, we gotta let you go.
So then the thing is, again, I mean, I'm just saying what you as the closer. I mean, you played, you had more, you went higher than I did, so that's why I'm deferring to you when it comes to some of this stuff. So, all right, so I get that, but then you may have a chance to come back to the Patriots, but then you just mouth off and say all that stuff.
That's the South Florida in them though.
You know,
You know, we live down here, so we know how it is. But yeah, that's South Florida, and you hot, you heated.
yeah,
Millions of dollars. I probably would have went off too.
yeah, but he's a business.
Yeah,
I mean, if he's a business, he's been
he a
doing this for how
brand.
many years? He's a
Yeah,
brand.
but he always been the kind of cat that don't hold his tongue. He
That's
gonna
true.
say what he say.
That's true. And then after that, then what happened with the Saints?
Well, the Saints couldn't sign him because they were threatening to put him on the exempt list.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got that baggage also attached to you, like you sign him, we're gonna put him on the exempt list. He can't play, so he's just on the roster. So,
But then why is him saying it's a publicity stunt and you just using him for all that stuff? I mean, you had if his thing is I need to be on a quality team, I need to win now. He had, I mean, I still think, I mean, Pittsburgh
he couldn't. He
probably wasn't gonna
but
do anything, but between the Patriots and between the Saints, he could have just been on the exempt list, not play. They straighten everything out. He keeps
and
his
then
mouth
come back
shut.
next year.
He would come back next year and boom.
Yeah. Well, either way, he gonna. It's the same situation. Now he can come back next year. Off the all the off the field stuff will be handled. He'll come back next year and start off clean, and then he get to choose where you want to go.
Who's gonna if the Patriots pretty much don't want to touch him?
Look, I
Who's,
was in his first game in the Patriots when they played Miami.
oh, he looked good. I mean, he got
Man,
his
that
one
man,
touchdown. He had no practice, essentially 1 week of practice.
that man opened when you said hike. Like he at Pittsburgh, so I never gave too much props because he was a Steeler. But firsthand, I seen him firsthand at the game, and he was open every time. So he's a problem, but as long as his talent level and work ethic stay the same, it's 32 teams, 28 are signing.
Oh, they'll sign him, but the question is, if he want to be for a contender, is the team going to trust him and
Yeah,
try to give him
no.
max money?
If you want to win, not money wise, it's gonna be a bunch of loopholes in that.
There'll be a bunch of loopholes, but I don't know if a team is going to pay him what they would have paid him before, because
Oh, he's gonna
they
get
don't.
paid
He's going to get paid by
to
a
his talent
non-contender.
level, but it's gonna be more like incentive based. Like you do this,
Yeah,
you do
yeah,
that, don't do this, and you do this, you get this.
yeah. No, I agree. I
So
agree. Like, so right now, you got Michael Thomas or you got AB. Who you going with?
Mike that man, but Mike that man, but I seen AB firsthand.
Okay, yeah, that's
He's fast and he open.
Yeah, yeah. So is he worth the baggage? That's what I mean.
Hey, you got to think about it. You
I know.
heard about little stuff he did in
Oh,
Pittsburgh, but this the biggest thing he ever did in life. Like all this stuff with the young lady and all that. This like the biggest problem he ever had in 10 years.
mm-hmm.
All that Instagram and all that junk in the locker room, you know, that's nothing. You got other players that does, stuff like that just to have the starlight as AB got. So
Yeah,
you don't hear about it.
that's true. That's true. All right. So, all right. So we did the AB talk a little bit.
Mm.
Since it is conference championship weekend, let's
Tennessee.
start talking. Let's start talking. Let's hurry up and let's talk
Hey,
about that
even though they
Tennessee
beat
Chiefs
us,
game because I got to make sure that before the scores get too far ahead, we've got to give our take.
it could have been 14. Listen, Tennessee, they got a goddamn superhero in the backfield. You don't want to hit that. That's all business decision once he breaks past the linebackers.
That's true. That's a hey. Let me think about my career before I do this.
Right? Yeah.
With
Like
Derrick
yeah,
Henry.
yeah. That's you got to think about your family and stuff as he
Uh-huh.
coming.
Uh-huh.
But
You got your life insurance policy taken care of before
oh
you
yeah,
tackle us.
Earl Thomas will tell you that. Even though they beat us, I'm gonna ride with Tennessee because when we were playing, I had text my home with Eli and was like, hey man, Henry a problem. I'm like, I seen that after his third carry, I like he's gonna be a problem. We're not gonna be able to stop him. And look what happened.
Yeah. It was surprising. Like I think the fact that you're playing against, Baltimore. I mean, I figured
Nah,
I
they
just
just
figured from an offensive perspective that, they would
that
be
go
able to
back and
keep
forth.
up, yeah, go back and forth, but the scoring was a lot lower than I thought, and you got to give it to Vrabel. I mean, again, that's a product of, your
Belichick.
Patriots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just surprised how, you've got that run passing quarterback and he couldn't do anything. He
I'm gonna tell you.
isolated it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you my. I'm sorry for cutting you up, but I'm gonna tell you my opinion on that Baltimore thing. Why did they sit out Week 17? I know the injury thing, but you're not gonna play for a while. So, you have them play Week 17. Not the whole game. Let them get some reps. Keep fresh, and then if the score get out of hand, then you sit everybody. But they played recently, so you got a team that didn't play in like 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, going against a team that had been playing every game all the way up to you. So we gonna be more efficient than the rusty team that been chilling, watching video and tape on us, and just trying to show up and get their rhythm and back on track. No, Tennessee, they were rolling, man. Baltimore, they were rested and chilling, and they showed it. The rust. Like I said,
I
Harbaugh a
agree.
bad coach, but I would have played them at least until halftime, Week 17.
100% agree with you there, and I don't understand why college and professional they say the
Take
risk of
that
injury,
long.
but
I
you
don't
got
know
to
why
risk
they're
the
not.
injury every time that you go on the court. Like for me, the way I look at it, I couldn't have said it better myself than how you said it. Don't play him the whole game. Don't play him when he's blowing out, but at least let him get
Some
like
reps.
preseason for instance, right? And
Yeah.
that third game preseason, you let your starters play, first 2-3 quarters or 2 quarters, and then after that, then you sit them out. Then that's
Right.
fine. And the thing is now the team, like if the Ravens would have played their starters, played against Tennessee, Tennessee needed to win that game to get in the playoffs.
Right.
Tennessee loses that game, Tennessee not in the playoffs. Tennessee not in the playoffs, they don't beat you in the playoffs. So
Right.
that's, I mean,
They
that
knew you. They knew
look,
y'all. They knew. And then only thing you come in rusty. Like Lamar was on fire.
mm-hmm,
They cooled him off by sitting him down.
mm-hmm.
So he trying to ignite himself in the in his teammates, but you going against a team that's on fire.
Yeah.
We already on fire. We ain't trying to light nothing. We burning through stuff. So by the time Baltimore caught on, it was too late.
And it's not like Lamar. I mean, clearly didn't play his best game, but it
He was
wasn't like he was
rusty.
terrible either. I mean, the
Yeah, he
man
was
was
rusty.
putting up stats, but that just goes to show how you give him, like you said, they're already going to get the bye week. So that's
Right.
already going to be 1 week
So
of
you
rust.
can
You give him 2 weeks of rust, and he wasn't even hurt. Like, it'd be one thing if he was going into it.
You can get healthy in 2.5 weeks if there's no major injury. Because NFL players tell you maybe after week 5 they hurt already.
Yeah.
So he can get up to, like, if you was at 90 week 17, by the time that first, oh my goodness, Derrick Henry. By the time he got to that, that first playoff game, he health wise, he'd probably been up to where he was 90%, 95.
Yeah.
So, but that's like that was Harbaugh. Like, he shouldn't have sat him. He should have played him. If somebody would have got hit hard or something like that,
yeah,
then you take him out. But I'd have kept him like in rhythm, and then because I know he was gonna be sitting down for a week. So that, like, teams come off a bye, they come out slow and rusty, or at the beginning of the season they play the week 3 preseason game, skip week 4, and then play week 1 of the NFL season, and they start off slow and sluggish. That's the same thing. Okay. Like Patriots, right? That's why Bill gonna be the best to ever do it. Brady, even though we have stuff locked up, Brady still plays week 17. He don't play a lot, but he still play.
He himself. Maybe
like
not some of the other players, but
he'll play the whole team if they don't have no injury. You gonna play week 17. We can be the number 1 seed or whatever with the Z, with the bye. We're gonna play the number 1 game. You gonna play week 17, and then you gonna play after the bye. So that's how you got to look at it.
So, all right. So we talked about that game, and then what about that whole Chiefs against Texans? Texans, that first quarter, they up 21 points. Pretty 24. Much 24 points, and they pulled a Patriots against the Texans.
Yeah,
and turned that up and ended up putting 50. How was it 5? Wait, was it 5 touchdowns in the second quarter?
It was 31 unanswered points first, I think, or something like that. Crazy. Like Mike Vrabel, I'm sorry, man. I don't like to hear people getting fired, but you got to get fired. Like, you were making some weird decisions.
Not that wasn't Vrabel. That was O'Brien.
I'm not Vrabel. Yeah, Vrabel, Tennessee. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So Chiefs,
O'Brien, you got to go. You was out there tripping. 4th and 1, you are 21 zip. You kick a field goal and you.
So I'm not mad at that. I'm mad at
that.
I'm mad more of that fourth down
on the fake punt. That's what I'm saying. I was gonna go to that.
I'm mad about because at least you get points. But,
no, but
why are you gonna? You're not gonna go for it on 4th down.
You got him down.
You got points, but then you're gonna go for it on 4th down.
On the other side of your,
on the
other side of
the part
in your territory. You gonna go for it, but you wouldn't go for it when you was in their territory on 4th and 1. But 4th and 4, you gonna go for it?
Yeah, like the momentum, like that field goal, that doesn't kill your momentum. The momentum changes when they stop that 4th down play, and then all of a sudden
they score a touchdown, and then the following kickoff, you fumble right into his hands.
That's what I'm saying.
It was done.
And you know how quick those Chiefs can ignite. So
that's too much That's too much offense over there to be playing around with. You got to put that away. That's what I'm saying. On that 4th and 1, you got to go for that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
we get it and try to go up 28 zip, and then now y'all bring it. But
clearly, it didn't matter because the Chiefs scored 51 points. So I mean, for me, I guess the way I look at it is I get the points. I would rather be 24-0 I
Nah,
score versus I go for a
28-0.
fourth down. I
Oh,
go
I
for a
wouldn't went for
fourth down.
that fake punt.
No. I'm talking
No.
about like if they were to go fourth down, whatever, to score and they miss it, and then you give momentum to the Chiefs, and then they start earlier. That's how I look at it. But
Right.
geez, like I don't know if there's anything else to say about that, man. Like,
Yeah, that was horrible. That was horrible coaching. O'Brien, you got to go, bro. I'm sorry.
gosh.
Got to get up out of there. You
And
making
just to
bad
see
decisions.
how and the Texans, I mean, they seem like they're like that gritty team, that's mentally
Yeah.
strong. The other part of it too is that once they started seeing that avalanche, they couldn't stop it. Like there was nobody on that Texas team that could say, "Hey, this stops now. We got this." And they saw it coming. They couldn't do anything about it. So I'm more upset about that too.
Right. Yeah.
But
Watching the game, Casey almost got a pick. Went right through it. He know he didn't catch that.
mhm.
But
All right,
yeah,
so let's just go real quick. So you pretty much in that game, you've got Tennessee
yeah, I got
winning.
Tennessee.
All right,
Yeah,
so I
Tennessee
got
just they on fire. It's their year. So
I
I'm
got
gonna
the
ride with them.
Chiefs. The only reason why I got the Chiefs right now is because that tight end.
Oh, Travis Kelsey.
I think that I still go back to that game that y'all played against them last year. I
Mm.
feel like if Kelsey doesn't get hurt, then the outcome might be different, and y'all don't go to the Super Bowl. And
No, I don't share that view.
I know you don't share that, Drew, and that's why I'm saying it. I feel like Kelsey, he's in, he's not hurt. He's hurt, but he's not. He's playing. I feel like that's the difference maker right there. I feel like there's too many weapons that the Chiefs have, and yes, I know Vrabel. He's a disciple of Belichick. And they'll figure something out,
And
but
plus, he played linebacker, so
mhm.
he knew a couple things about guard tight ends. So
but it's just like I'm not saying that this is Gronk number 2, but this
nah.
guy. I mean, the thing is when you got Kelsey lined up as a receiver, that's different than Kelsey being on the line.
Yeah.
And I don't care what linebacker, anybody. I mean, you got a linebacker out wide. They don't know what. I mean, that's foreign territory. If he's on the line, okay, I got you. But if he split out, if you got 3 wide on one side and you got Kelsey on the other side, that's
He a
what I'm
problem
looking.
now. He a
That's what I'm
problem
looking
now.
at.
He ain't no Gronk
No,
level problem, but he
that's
a
the number.
problem.
Yeah, he's not Gronk. He's not Gronk.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason why I got that game with that. So
Okay. So you
we'll see
taking
how that goes.
KC?
I'm taking Casey.
You gonna give me points? Hey, it's KC. Man, light it up out there.
I mean, I feel like Casey's. I mean, again, we're seeing the first score right now, so I feel like I give it two touchdown
Okay.
win, two
Okay.
touchdowns. Because again, you got to respect the defense, but I think
Right.
eventually, I mean, if all you like, it's the Tannehill factor. Like if Tannehill, are you gonna ask Tannehill to win the game for you? If you're asking Tannehill to win the game for you,
What Tannehill we talking to? Talking about Miami Dolphin Tannehill or Tennessee
that's it.
Tannehill?
Yeah,
Because
again,
Tennessee Tannehill,
me,
I might ask him to win the game.
that is true. I'm still slighted in my head. I see what he did for the Dolphins, and now I see it's the curse of the Dolphin
Oh
players.
yeah,
When you leave
definitely.
the
It got to
Dolphins,
be.
you ball out.
It got to be the water down there.
Patriots. How many players did Patriots pick up from the Dolphins and turn them? Wes Welker.
Yeah, a bunch.
But that's another conversation for another day, man.
Yeah, we'll talk
But
about that next podcast.
yeah, we'll do the next podcast. We got all offseason talk about how the Dolphins players think and how the Patriots are able to do whatever. So
Right.
that's what we got for the first game. Let's talk about the second game. Let's talk a little bit about
The
NFC Niners against Green Bay. Gut
Niners,
discount
man.
double check versus Jimmy G. What do you got with that game?
I got Niners, man. Let's go back to the mid '90s, man. 49ers back in the NFC Championship game. 49ers possible back in the championship game. So I'm gonna take the Niners by 14.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, you and I have to agree on this one. Like I would have loved to say Green Bay just to be the antagonistic person, but I feel like with San Francisco, I
That
feel
front
like
four.
what they got. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
They got them
All you gotta
boys up
say.
there.
Nobody's hurt anymore.
Oh, let me ask you this question right here.
Yeah.
Is it me or Nick Bosa clearly the best Bosa brother right now?
Isn't that something else? Isn't that something else? I mean, you're thinking Joey, all
Joey
this
a
stuff.
man, he a man now, but
Dude,
Nick, oh my goodness,
Pops, what is Pops doing out there? Like, how is he? Like, is he
it's
giving these
another
kids
brother.
steroids?
Do they got another brother?
I mean, Joey and Nick, and is there somebody else after Nick? There might be. I don't know.
If it's another one,
Oh,
oh man.
jeez, gosh,
I ain't familiar with the Bosa family, but if it's another one, oh, he gonna be a problem.
God.
If it's
Because
another
the
one,
first one, he had a lot of responsibilities because his dad played,
right?
and then you figure, okay, then so Joey, he had that stress and he had to do something, and he got his money, he held out, he got his money, and then Nick was like, I'm not even playing this whole year after I got this little injury. I'm not risking it. Was he
Yeah.
number 1 or number 2 pick?
Number 2 pick.
Number 2 pick. He's like, I'm a Bosa. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do, and man,
And it worked.
gosh, that line.
Yeah, that front four is a monster. Like Aaron Rodgers. Well, you might need that State Farm insurance. Derrick Henry just go 10-0.
Yep. Didn't what was I gonna say? I feel like Green Bay got killed when San Francisco played them before, and San Francisco wasn't even 100%.
Yeah, they did destroy Green Bay earlier this year.
Yeah, so no, I think San Francisco they got some players, they got some running backs that'll do their thing. And
right.
It's a front line. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers is gonna be running around. It's not gonna work. I got San Francisco as well, so that's an easy one. So we'll see what our matchups are. I got KC versus San Francisco. You got Tennessee versus San Francisco. So it looks like we got San Francisco in the game.
Right. Yeah, I gotta go.
Right. So we're going on 10-0 Tennessee against the Chiefs. So
yeah, 5 minutes and 52 seconds in the first. I ain't saying it's over, but Tennessee looking good though. So, KC do got a lot of offense. They can score in one play.
Yeah, we'll see if there's a remix of what happened last week, if it happens again. All right, so we got that NFL. Anything else NFL you want to talk about?
NFL. Now I'm done. Patriots done, so I don't really like talking about NFL. But we can switch over to the Conor McGregor fight last night versus Cowboy.
Do I need to get my guest UFC fighting co-pilot to come on in and tell us a little bit about what happened in that fight?
You can tell Dez we can't see her, but we can hear her though, so she can come on.
Let me see if I can get her. Hold on. I'm gonna put on speaker. Let me see if she's willing to come down.
Yeah, that was
right.
Crazy.
This is Rod and Harry for Raymond & Sons, and we are doing a podcast live right now. And we finished doing some NFL talk. I got you on speaker, but we decided that we want to talk a little UFC. So I wanted to make sure to see if the UFC, person who's got the most information, the UFC insider would be willing to come down and talk to us a little bit about this McGregor fight that happened last night. Would you be available to come down?
Oh, yes, I will.
Come on over. All right. So we're going to talk about something else, but we're going to have you come on down so that we can understand exactly what happened. And you, as that UFC woman who knows that information, can tell us and explain to us what
40
exactly
seconds.
Happened. So we're waiting. Come on down.
Cowboy man, though. But 40 seconds, though.
All right. That was quicker than the conversation I just had with Desiree.
Yeah, 40 seconds. With the shoulder knockout. He did the shoulder lean on him.
So yeah, we're gonna come down. We're gonna have her do, her talks. We'll see what they're talking about with potential fight twos, and we'll see what she's got.
If it ain't, hold up, fight. He better leave Khabib alone.
Okay, let's wait. Let's have the queen come down, and we're gonna have her talk a little bit more about what's going on. All right. So in the meantime, do we want to talk a little bit of basketball? All-Star game coming soon. I mean, that's really changed right now.
We don't care about that.
I mean,
did you see LeBron in Houston with the MVP chance?
I did not see that.
Oh man, it was a away game and he got MVP chance. MVP I know the Lakers probably took over the stadium, but they was
when there were
MVP
two
in Houston.
Other MVP people who have won, and you got LeBron getting the chance. When you got
LeBron
Westbrook,
in
and you got
Houston.
Harden. Wow.
In Houston, getting the MVP chance.
Wow,
At a away game, never seen that before.
I mean, I've seen it before, but I haven't seen it when you got Harden, when you got an MVP on the home team. I haven't gotten that. I haven't heard that before.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like, hey, it was something to see. Now I was like, wow.
Man, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got now Desiree Jones. She's another one of the sons and Raymond's sons. Now, Desiree, you're not gonna be able to see us on camera because I have some technical difficulties.
A lot of technical difficulties. Wait till you see the YouTube video.
Oh boy! All right, so I'm gonna have her sit down. I'm gonna grab a seat. Make sure, Desiree, you speak into the mic so that you sound nice and clear. Come on down. Have a seat, lady UFC. Hold on. Let me get my chair, and then I'm gonna have Desiree talk about the fight, talk about what her thoughts were, then we'll go into it. So hold on. Do some small talk.
What's up, Des? I know you're there. I can't see you, but I know you're there.
I see you.
Yeah, I'm moving, right?
Yeah, you moving. I see it.
Yeah, y'all ain't moving.
Yeah. I see Harry. He's still there, but he's not here.
Yeah. I've been looking at this for how long we been doing this?
I mean, my thing says 51 minutes, but my thing was pausing too.
Yeah, so I've been looking at Harry like this for an hour almost.
Oh, wow.
All right, Desiree. So speaking to the mic, so we're talking a little bit about the McGregor fight. Mm-hmm. So
McGregor and Donald Cerrone.
Okay.
Cowboy.
There you go, the Cowboy. So last night again, so I was telling the Raymond and Sons crew how we had gone to see Trevor Noah, and then how we were talking about, hey, are we going to be able to see the fight somewhere? We pretty much said, hey, it's probably not going to work because everywhere's going to be packed. So
I did. I was able to watch it. ESPN
that's right,
Plus.
Oh, well, there you go. Were they showing the fight in the casino?
Yes.
They probably would have shown it somewhere.
They were showing the boxing at first, and then I think they switched to pay-per-view.
See, that's why I'm surprised.
Yeah, they showed it at the
but that's another conversation.
Cafe.
Another day. Yeah. All right, so we've got Desiree Jones here, our celebrity, our UFC insider. So tell us a little bit about this McGregor-Cerrone fight. Come on.
Okay, well, McGregor, he has been gone for a very long time. Everybody knows that. Donald Cerrone, Cowboy, he's known for being fearless. He wins some, he lose some. We know that he might lose, he might win. He wins, and
he gonna put the heart out there.
Yeah, he puts his heart out there. This time he couldn't. Mind you, Cowboy has been taking pain for a very long time. We're gonna look at Cowboy stats. Is 36 wins, 14 losses, 0 draws, versus McGregor 22, 4-0.
Right.
Between both of these two, Cowboy he doesn't take as many breaks as Conor. Conor can go for a year, 2 years. Cowboy is fighting every 3-6 months. And we're talking about a 31-year-old McGregor and a 36-year-old Cerrone. Now we go rewind it and put a 31-year-old Cerrone with a 30-year-old Conor. That fight might not last that long.
Yeah, like
as far as he probably would have gave him a little bit more. But then again, it's kind of Donald Cerrone is unpredictable. Sometimes he wins, sometimes he loses. So it's hard to say what will actually happen.
Right. I thought he had him. Like when Conor swung and missed and he went under, I was like, oh, this over. I had Cowboy. And then I don't know what kind of guard he put Conor in, but it was terrible because he hit him with the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Twice.
And, 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah,
okay.
Like 3 times.
Yeah, he hit him 3 times. The third one was like, that's it.
Night.
But and it was over. But the first one hit him, I think, in the forehead, and then the second one hit him directly in the nose, the bridge of the nose, and then the third one was like the same spot, and that was it.
Right.
And I was like, Jesus, 40 seconds, over. But I was more proud of Conor after the fight, not doing,
Yeah.
Yeah,
because he's humble,
he humbled. Like, I let you know him and Cowboy friends, like, because I don't think he would have did that if that was Khabib, and he did it. Khabib, if he did Khabib like that, I don't think he would have had the same action.
But I feel like Khabib kind of
Khabib.
him.
Yeah, he ain't ready for
humbled
Khabib.
him. He made him he made him like that. Now
Right.
we're
All right,
watching.
so
I
we're
don't know.
watching that fight right now. All right, let's see. What you see right now, Desiree?
I see
Yeah.
them elbows, and then I see like Cerrone is a beast, but that left head kick, look, he ducked it, but mind you, when he ducked it, that knee hit him, and
Yeah, it kind
any
of like hit him on the
factor,
temple.
and it hit him on the temple. You hit somebody in the temple and the nose, mind you, the nose, it blurs
He
your
hit him in the
vision,
hit him in the
or
nose
it makes you
twice.
confused. And I got hit in the nose before, and I literally stood there and just was in shock because my eyes was watering and I was confused. It does something to
It
your
goes straight to your
brain.
brain.
Yeah.
It goes
So
straight. Yeah, no,
mind you,
straight to it.
Cowboy just got hit with a knee in the temple. He was getting hit with elbows, and then he went down to duck. If he would have ducked a little bit higher instead of going too low, he would have had McGregor.
Yeah, I thought he had it. When
Yeah.
he swung and missed, and Cowboy, I thought he had the torso, and it was gonna be over.
I thought it was like the Holly Holmes and Ronda Rousey. Remember when
Right.
Holly Holmes ducked Ronda, and it was over.
Right.
So you got that duck. So you Cerrone ducks, and then like what Desiree was saying, I think he ducks too low.
Yeah, he got too
Yeah,
low.
he went
Where
too
that's
low.
where Connor ended up getting him with the knee.
But Connor did like a jump punch though.
Yeah.
It was like I don't want to say a Superman punch, but it was like
a mid-man punch.
Yeah, like a cross. He did a jump cross.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then once I see these knees happening, and I see Cerrone trying to bear hug him, and the bear hug probably wasn't tight enough because the man was still dazed, and he was probably just trying to hold on to.
He went to like arm guard. He grabbed like his arm, but Connor's shoulder was free.
Mm-hmm.
Like I ain't never seen nobody use their shoulder like that.
I have.
Yeah, see, Dez watch all UFC fight guys. MMA, Dez is the person. But I never seen nobody use. I seen it. Let me retract that. I seen it used on the ground.
Oh, you ain't never seen John Jones in the clinch, elbows, and shoulders. John Jones, he's a shoulder man.
Yeah, I see him use it mostly when he on the ground.
Nah, he does it in the clinch, but it's so smooth.
He do it against the gate.
Elbow.
Yeah, he does do it against the gate a lot.
Yeah, but you wouldn't notice, like you know what I'm saying.
Nobody never used it
Connor's
in the center.
But mind you, Connor, we not used to him using a shoulder.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that caught me. When I'm watching, I'm like, what?
If you think about it, he knew he studied and he knew that he's seen, okay, I can connect a shoulder with him because people don't use that with Donald. Everybody know Donald Cerrone is the type of person that gets in there and fights. But I know I'm going to have to use every defense, every offense to get this man rattled. And that's exactly what he did. And it set him up for that left head kick. And everybody know Connor's whole left side is very powerful, and if you open up and if you get him open to have that left open, it's over with. Night.
Right.
All right. So where are we going next after this? So we see Connor kind of back. So is that gonna happen? What's going on, Desiree? Is that gonna happen?
No.
Okay, so I just watched the MMA, the UFC president Dana White, and he was saying that it is more than a possibility that Khabib and Conor would be taking it back. Conor said, he ain't really pressed about it, but Dana White wants to make it happen.
But you see what just got through in there, Dez?
Ferguson?
No, the Mayweather.
Oh yeah, but
Conor gonna go with the bag at.
Yeah, but he was saying something about the Mayweather. They have a lot of things in work. So I don't think it's just anything with Floyd. I'm thinking it got to do with even Clarissa Shield. A lot of people, a lot of factors, a lot of big money fight.
Yeah, but you got to think about it like this. Which one going to make? He going to go with the Floyd. Like if Floyd said, oh, let's fight this summer.
Yeah, he going to go with it, period.
Oh, yeah, you got to go with the 100 million.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, he gonna do the same thing in UFC what he did a couple years ago.
Is he gonna give him more? I mean, before it was pretty much.
Nah, you ain't getting more than Floyd. You're gonna get that $100 million.
He's gonna get more than Floyd?
Nah.
So how much is he gonna get?
$100 million.
Yeah, 100. I mean,
Floyd gonna get like 250.
I mean, 3. I mean,
it was something like crazy. No, well, he died. He dying down because he's been gone for 2.5 years now. Mm-hmm. So he'll probably get around like guaranteed he'll get 150. Then he'll probably get a big cut of the pay-per-view. So I put Floyd for that fight around 250, 300.
You know how Floyd get down. His promotions got to be front.
Oh yeah,
So
it could be
he's
Mayweather
going to make
promotion.
sure that his money is where it need to be.
But
So-
Conor got smarter though. He gonna put McGregor promotion out there too. So,
But he learned. He learned from the best.
So I said because they say he earned $100 million in the last one. So I put it at 100 again, possible because he out of his sport to 140 with his promotion attached to it as a co-promotion.
Mm-hmm.
So who? So I know what you guys might say, but who? I think do people want to see Floyd fight more, or do you see people want to see Conor try to beat Floyd more?
They're gonna want to see Conor try to beat Floyd. Floyd, when it comes to boxing, he hated because he unblemished and he talks, and people hate people that's winning and talking.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the Conor and Mayweather fight 2 will gain more ground in Conor versus Khabib, just because Khabib the number 1 in his weight class. So
yeah, he's also his stocks has went up tremendous.
Yeah. So if Conor have a choice, he gonna overtaking $4 or $5 million to fight Khabib. He gonna take that 120 or whatever to fight Floyd.
I don't think it would be as entertaining because
no,
I think we all witnessed the Floyd and Conor fight the first time, and I felt like it was a joke.
A box like a UFC fighting a boxer in UFC gonna watch him.
Right.
A UFC
unless it's
fighting a boxer in boxing, the boxer gonna watch him.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you can tell how tired Conor was like after the first couple of rounds.
Yeah,
I mean, Floyd
boxing
was just pacing him, just playing with him, but he didn't want it to be a knockout because he wanted it to be stretched out as much as possible because he knew that the longer that he lasts in the fight, the less that Conor's got that.
Right.
Everybody's got that one shot, one
him.
hit. You get that one hit, you can get anybody.
A UFC 3 rounds is 1 round of boxing. So you fight 1 round of boxing, you would have been dead 3 rounds in UFC. You be like and now you in the middle. You got 10 more. You got 10 rounds. You got 9 more of these.
Plus, I mean, Conor.
That's a lot.
Conor, how many matches, Desiree, did Conor actually go the distance? Approximately, like, are most of his fights knockouts where they're not lasting more than 1 round? Or
to be honest, I'm not sure. I
think he got
he's not in the highs because Donald Cerrone is one of them, but
I think he got like 12 or 13 out of
the something around there.
28 fights.
As far as those stats, I'm not sure.
So probably like a third of his fights, he's not even lasting the full 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Right.
But mind you, all of those rounds, like the championship rounds are 5 rounds. That's 25 rounds. I mean, that's 25 minutes.
Right.
He did do that with Nate Diaz.
Yeah, but like you said, there's the championship rounds are 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, 5 minutes versus boxing.
Yeah,
which
boxing
is forever.
Yeah, 1 round is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or sometime in 12 minutes.
Yeah, so that's a
your
totally different race. And mind you, in UFC, they're 25 minutes. They're just action versus boxing is more. You have to think, and the thinking is a lot. It takes a lot of energy.
And thinking and bouncing.
Yes.
The whole time.
Yeah, I agree with y'all.
Caught.
So what about? I mean, the way I look at this is Conor probably has more to lose if he's trying to play Khabib. Khabib. If he's boxing Floyd. I mean, Floyd is the whole. Well, I'm not a boxer, and I get more money.
Right. Floyd is.
I play Khabib.
I'm setting up my legacy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting money to put away.
I mean, his whole thing is if Mayweather loses, he says, "Well, I'm old. That's not really me being me." So, and that wouldn't technically be, in the records. I mean, that would be an off sanction. It wouldn't be an official fight, right?
No, it's official.
Everybody would know about it, but
no, it's official.
Like the last time when they fought,
it's official.
I thought everybody was saying that that's not official.
It's official because Conor got his boxing license. It's official.
Boxing license, but
how you think Mayweather got the 50-0? Yeah. The 50 fight was Conor.
In the eyes of us, It's not.
True boxers
but,
don't really see that. They see that as a publicity stunt.
Just like the new publicity stunt, Layla Ali and Clarissa Shields.
Yeah.
And Clarissa is my age, and Layla Ali is 42 years old, sitting around 200 pounds, and she won't fight this girl, you know?
Yeah,
so,
but you see what Ali said in the boxing match.
I love Ali, so I love Clarissa.
I don't think Ali will beat her in a boxing match, but if they do UFC, nah.
No, I'm talking about Clarissa Shields, the boxer, not Amanda Nunes. Remember, Amanda Nunes and Clarissa supposed to have been fighting. That's a whole
like a boxer, like a UFC fighter fighting a boxer, like, nah, that's not gonna work. Like, not in boxing. That's money grab and just a cross sport promotion that people want to see. Because you be like Jones versus, Brock Jones versus Deontay Wilder. You feel me? Like, you put them against each other. Like, who'll win? Deontay Wilder, Jones.
Deontay.
And you be like, in what?
Right, in what? Yeah.
And then the person said, hands. You be like, Deontay Wilder probably killed Jones in the ring.
Mm-hmm. So how much money you think, if they do the UFC thing, you think Dana White would be able to get to try to... I'm just curious.
UFC can't generate as much boxing money. Like, the money, that's the thing.
Oh, I know that, but what? Give me a number. What do you think, Desiree? I mean, as the one who knows the biggest person.
You talking about Floyd fighting Conor in the UFC fight?
No, I'll just say in general, like if they're trying to do this Khabib thing and you're trying to get McGregor, because the Khabib...
It'd be like a $10 million purse. Like, they'll split $10 million.
Oh, they'll split 10. That's not even 10 to the winner. They split 10.
Like last night, I seen the payouts. Conor McGregor got $3 million plus the knockout of the night bonus,
50.
And Cowboy got $400,000. He would have got $200,000 more if he would have won.
800.
Conor got $3 million to win or lose. So you look at that, and then you got to go with $100 million deals. Like, that's why Khabib said he'll fight Canelo. I'm like, for what? So Canelo can knock you out? But I'd rather get knocked out and know I got $90 million coming.
Say that.
So
me in the ring to get knocked out. They said last a minute. I'll be running around.
Like,
all right.
Yeah, like Canelo fighting Khabib. Canelo's going to clearly win that.
I'm surprised that we haven't seen more of these crossovers since that whole Mayweather thing. Because I would have thought as soon as that happened.
You hear a lot of them.
I mean,
do they happen though?
No,
because you got to hear about people wanting to do it.
Not necessarily boxing, but Brock.
Dad, I can't hear you. Get close to the mic.
Oh, Brock Lesnar. I can't say his last name. He was a wrestler. There was a few people that cross, even NFL players. There's an NFL player in the UFC crossover, so they have crossovers. But as far as
he's talking about the mega fights, though, like
UFC.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. As far as boxing, the money has to be right because boxing is a business in the beginning.
And you gotta have the people though.
So and they will never jeopardize their business if it don't make sense.
Right.
And UFC, they be open to it, but they also a business, so it has to make sense financially. And if they feel like they're not gonna break over 100,000 at the gate, it's kind of hard for them to say, "Yeah, I want to do it." It be sounding good until they start looking at it on paper. Like we might put more in production and promotion than we'll make actually on the fight.
Jay, open and blind. Like
crossovers.
Like to get Floyd to fight in UFC, they got to get Floyd like $300-400 million.
No, Floyd's not gonna do that. Like Floyd, because
he's too old anyway.
Floyd's too old, and Floyd isn't gonna be able to get into any holds. As soon as he's old, he's done.
Listen, you call Floyd right now and say fight Conor in the UFC fight $400 million. He don't give a damn if he lose or win.
Well, that's my point. Like it's gotta be 400, 500 to be able to do that. And I bet you a lot of people would probably pay that because a lot of people want to see that man suffer.
No, but see how the UFC set up, they pay-per-view numbers would be high, but the gate also generates to that. and the guaranteed money, like you would have to give Floyd 200 of that 400 up front.
Like Super Bowl prices, but we've seen.
So that's the problem right there. That's why he'll never fight a UFC. That's why UFC fighters, like if Khabib want to fight Conor, Canelo, it's gonna be a boxing match. If Conor and Mayweather fight again, it's gonna be a boxing match. If Jones and Deontay Wilder want to fight each other, it's gonna be a boxing match. Because boxing can generate more money than UFC.
Well, not only that, but I feel like UFC is not going to want that, because if you're going to their number one, number two people, I mean, I'm sorry, the other way around. Boxing is not going to want that, because those boxers, they know
their boxers ain't gonna get hurt though, Harry.
If they're in a UFC fight,
no,
they're dead.
They know UFC can't generate the money to pay them to do it. But boxing, the commission.
Let's say they could, though. Like, I feel like, all the people, they wouldn't let that happen.
You can't stop them, though.
They would stop it, because that
No, boxing can't stop them. You know why? Because, all right, when you're in the UFC, right, you sign to a contract with the UFC. Boxing, you're an independent contractor. Fight to fight. You're not signing nobody but your manager. You get what I'm saying? So they can't stop you for doing other stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like when Conor fought McGregor, he had to give, I think, UFC like $40 or $50 million to do it.
I do believe there is an underlining to every boxer.
I can't hear y'all.
Oh, I said I feel there is an underlining to every boxer. There is something in that
boxer,
contract with that manager that says if you do this, blah blah blah. But
listen,
I feel like
the money there, they coming, Dez.
Yeah,
they coming. If you said Canelo, $75 million fight Khabib, that's your highest purse since Mayweather. In a UFC fight, Canelo is gonna start training UFC.
Yeah, you're right.
But see, the boxing commission don't have to worry about that, because they know UFC can't generate that kind of money yet. So it's gonna be a boxing match, and they gonna make the money. They gonna get the top UFC fighters to do boxing, but they know the UFC can't get the top boxers to do UFC fights. Just a little, you get what I'm saying? Like they know they can't generate that kind
we
of
see
money
what you're
yet.
saying. So yeah, so I guess we're just gonna have to stay tuned. I mean, it looks like we all think that McGregor is gonna probably do another boxing match.
Well, he said last night he want to fight again this summer. But I don't know, you have to talk to Dez about who his opponent would be, because I know Khabib fight in April.
But I think the question is how much, like if they want to do the boxing match, the question, I mean, that's going to take a lot of time to publicity that I'm sure Floyd's going to have to do something, they have to talk.
They started last night.
Well, that's what I mean. So would it be quicker to do that boxing match, or would it be quicker to do that rematch?
It'd be quicker to do the boxing match, because Khabib got a fight scheduled already. So Conor won his fight. His schedule open. He said he want to fight another UFC fight this summer, but that would be easy to replace with a boxing match.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So it sounds like we both feel like the boxing match is going to happen before the rematch.
Yeah, because they started last night. Mayweather posted Mayweather versus Conor 2. And then they got retweeted by Bleacher Report, and then retweeted by MMA, the UFC thing. So I was like, okay, this is what they doing now. And then when he was asked about it last night in the post fight. Yeah, he was like, I fight anybody. So we know he gonna go with the money. We know Conor character, like he a warrior, but he a smart warrior. Financial savvy, so he gonna go with that money.
All right, last take, because we are 1 hour and 15 minutes into this.
Okay.
Desiree, you got any last takes that you want to talk about UFC type of stuff that you want to leave with the crew, with the Raymond Sons crew?
Just make sure y'all check out Khabib and Tony Ferguson, because that's the next fight.
Right, April, right?
Yes, and if Tony Ferguson win or Khabib, what's his name? Conor McGregor he wants to fight Tony, because Tony technically has been untouched, but he has been hurt. That's the only reason why he's not the champ. And him and Conor had a lot of things to say about each other. So if that happens, Conor probably will box, but he wants to take one of them down for sure.
Right. If you gave him a choice, it's gonna be Khabib first.
Oh, for sure, because he wants that rematch.
Yeah, it'd be Khabib.
But I don't think it's smart, to be honest.
But that'd be probably the biggest purse in UFC history too, if Khabib versus Conor. So business wise, it would make more sense for the UFC. I'm not saying they root for the fighters individually.
They do.
Yeah, we know. But I'm pretty sure they root for Khabib to beat Tony in April. Even though that's gonna be a hell of a fight. So they can set up the Conor versus Khabib 2 later this fall. Watch.
I'm down for it.
Oh, I'm riding with the Russian, man. Choked out a barrel, so.
All right, so there we have it. We got our resident UFC personnel there, our insider. So Desiree, again, thank you very much for that. Desiree, you think we can have you on a little bit more when we have our UFC section of these discussions? Because you were really giving us that information. We really appreciate that.
Yes, I'm down. Let me know, and I'll be right back. I'm one of the sons anyway.
All right, man. 1 hour and 16 minutes. I think it's time for us to get out of here. Rod, thank you again for taking that lead, because I'm having some technical difficulties.
Yes. Wait till you watch the YouTube video.
Yes. So, again, those who are Raymond & Sons fans, thank you so much for being fans of us. If you want to make sure you're able to stay tuned with us, please hit us up at Raymond & Sons Podcast. We have that on Instagram. We've got that on our YouTube channel. You can look us up again on our podcast. And, my man Rod, he is doing a multimedia blitz. You're going to be seeing a lot more information on Raymond & Sons, so definitely stay tuned to that. Any last words, Rod, before we get out of here and watch the end of this game?
No. Like, subscribe, follow, listen, do whatever. Share. And thank you for your support. And happy 2020. And let's go Tennessee Titans. God damn it.
All right. With that being said, thank you again for another episode. We will see you guys next week. I am going to get out of here, and then we're going to let Rod get out of here, and we'll figure out what recording that we use. All right. So thank you again, everybody, and we'll see you next time.